Now to the Mexican drug cartels and just how far they are willing to go to get drugs across the southern border, even recruiting our children online. According to a bombshell report in the Daily Caller, smugglers are reportedly luring young video gamers to scout the U.S.-Mexico border. And they are messaging players who are online at times that their parents are likely not around, offering them money to spy on law enforcement and then let those cartel bosses know if the coast is clear to cross. There have been at least 30 reported cases of this happening so far, and that's just what we know about. Joining us now is the journalist who broke this story, Jenny Tier, investigative reporter with the Daily Caller. Jenny, so good to talk to you. This is scary, scary stuff involving these kids in this deadly, deadly business. You have evidence of it happening. You talked to a 13-year-old boy recruited by the cartels to keep watch at the border. How did they lure him in?
Yeah, so just to be clear, this 13-year-old boy was lured in. This was according to Telemundo, and we translated that story. But he was lured in because, like you said, his parents weren't around when the cartels came in and played games with him on video games on his apps. And eventually they became friends and they started talking on WhatsApp. And that's when this offer came to be that they would pay $800 a month for he and his friends to go down to the border on the Mexican side and to look out for law enforcement there. And if they did a good job at that, they would also become part of the drug trade issue.
Are they targeting certain games, Jenny, to get to these kids?
They're definitely using video games as the tool. They're using different aliases that sound similar to being in the cartel. This was Northeast Cartel in this situation. So they'll use names, but then they'll put symbols in so that they're not blocked on these apps. And they find that kids who are playing these games with guns and that are using violence in the games are the prime targets for this.
So we're putting up some of those symbols that they use to bypass the potential blocks. I mean, they really don't mean anything. You can kind of see narco, cartel, but they're also using emojis, right?
Yeah, they're using emojis, and this is something that's very common, that WhatsApp and other apps are becoming victims to the cartels. They see it as the perfect tool for them. I talked to a mother, Dora Ortega, whose son in Arizona was lured by the cartels online on Snapchat, actually, to smuggle migrants from the border into metropolitan areas of Arizona. She didn't realize her son was doing this. She thought he was just going to work every day until he came home wearing expensive clothes that she knew he couldn't afford, working in a warehouse every day. So this is happening often, and I hear from law enforcement sources that these encrypted apps are a real struggle for them. They cannot normally go after a lot of these cases because of the fact that these apps are encrypted.
Right. So law enforcement has some challenges with it. What about the gaming companies? What role do they play in trying to safeguard these kids and alert authorities to this happening?
Sure. Well, it's a really hard thing to track for many of these companies, and the same thing with apps. That's why the cartels are doing it. They understand a lot of these things. They know our immigration laws. They know when Border Patrol is around, obviously with these scouts now. And they also know how to use these tools to lure kids, to prey on them, essentially, just like they do with anything, with the drug trade, with human smuggling, and now with this, to have scouts at the border.
Well, and we mentioned 30 cases that we know about. Do you have any indication how often this is actually happening, the ones we don't know about?
That's the tough thing for law enforcement. They really are struggling with these apps. And what's going to have to happen is that the Mexican government, Mexican law enforcement will have to work with U.S. authorities on this. And that's been difficult. As we know, the Mexican president did not come to the last summit of the Americas in Los Angeles recently with President Biden because certain countries like Cuba were not permitted from coming. And so we have this contentious relationship now with Mexico, and that's going to hinder our relationship when it comes to law enforcement cooperation.
Really eye-opening for parents at home to keep an eye out for those code words, the emojis, and just to understand that the risk is there. These cartels could give a crap about these kids and their safety, and their lives are in danger. So, Jenny Tier, I appreciate you highlighting it for us tonight with the Daily Caller. Thank you. We're following it.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.